Welcome to Provo, Utah, LaVell Edwards Stadium at altitude. Altitude that's been piloted by the likes of Young, McMahon, and Detmer, and home to the BYU Cougars. What a game and what potential drama we have in store. You've seen this script before. Top 10 team goes into a cauldron of emotion on the road and just hopes to be able to get out and tell about it. As we'll see the number 9 team in the country, the Kansas State Wildcats, taking on the winners of 3 straight, the BYU Cougars. Glad to have you with us for EA Sports College Football. I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack and Jesse Palmer with me in the booth. Guys, we are ready to tee it up. BYU ready to put a foot to it and get this game going. From inside the 10-yard line, he'll bring it back. Didn't find any... down at the coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Looking for room. It's Edwards. Just searching and working for the running room as he gets it out to the 26. Sometimes people say, if you're good enough, what's the big deal about going on the road? Well, if you're not careful, you might find out in a spot like this one, guys.
Yeah, no doubt about it. This is a hostile environment, and you know you're going to be getting the opponent's A-game for this one. They've circled this one all off-season, so they better be ready to bring it today, David.
And the hardest thing to do in college football is to go on the road. Everything about it changes, and you want to shut this crowd up early. You don't want to give them belief, because if it starts to build throughout the game, look out. The first thing you have to do to make these plays successful offensively is I have to block the edge. I got to get my speedster in space. They didn't do a good job of getting that guy out there in space where he could really use his jets. Nice job by the defense understanding it, seeing it, rallying to it, and tackling that guy for a loss.
They'll try to power their way ahead. Now they'll really try to get this drive going. Good execution on 3rd down as they have it 1st and 10 at the 31.
And I think on that last run play on 3rd down here early in the game, they're making a statement that we believe we're the more physical team and we're going to run the football even if you know it's coming at you. Nice job. They've got the ball at midfield. I expect to see more run plays coming in.
And he was loose and not stopped until he gets to the 47-yard line.
And that's back-to-back now. We've seen this running back get it done on their opening drive of the game. That last carry got the 1st down. So if I'm the offensive coordinator right now, I love the way my O-line's playing, and I love the way this guy's toting the rock. I'm going to give it to him again.
Good little pickup there as he saw some daylight and got what he could. Line getting set on 2nd down. One back in the backfield. He gets the carry. What a good run there. He has enough for the 1st down.
I think it's really important for this offense. They get this guy going early in the game, and they're doing a nice job of that right now. Remember, he's the kind of running back who gets better as the game goes on. That's a really good omen for this offense, considering his success now early.
Not a whole lot of room there. 3 yards maybe, 2nd and 7.
Now, that's what you try to do as a defense. Limit those damages when they run the football. Get them on the ground, short gains to set your defense for positive situations down the road.
Looking for a gap. It's Edwards. And he won't quite get there, but boy, after that pickup, just a few inches to go for the 1st. An array of possibilities here. Boy, they'd love to move the sticks here and take a shot at it on 1st and goal. They'll try to drive ahead on 3rd and short. And he's knocked down, but not before moving the chains.
You know, this is a running back who wants the ball, and he wants the offense to run through him. Really nice job there on the third down of this opening drive for his offense. I can't wait to see what kind of game this guy's going to have.
They'll toss it to the left. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one.
Listen, I know there are a lot of DBs out there that all they want to do is get interceptions and dance in the end zone. This dude likes to put his face in the fan, get close to the line of scrimmage, and tackle. And on the opening drive that he's out there, he gets a huge tackle for loss early. That is a statement play.
Johnson looking to throw. And it'll be incomplete. This is some physical pass defense.
Yeah, and you use these running backs so much in the passing game now, and you expect them to make those plays for you, to make those big explosive plays out of the backfield. Just got to make sure he concentrates and see that ball come in.
Try to get the edge with a quick touch pass. And he's not going to get there. The defense stands tall and makes the stop.
And these little touch passes, man, they're just the easiest completions ever for quarterbacks. Palmer, I bet you would have loved being able to just flip it forward. That counts as to your completion percentage, which is good. And then it's all run after the catch, so pretty easy for a QB.
You wouldn't have been the only All-American in this booth, David, if I were allowed to have push passes when I was playing quarterback. It is so hard to defend. It's so hard to seal that edge, especially when this guy's full speed ahead coming around the outside.
This offense wants to get out of the gate fast on their first drive of the game, plus territory. They'll go for it on fourth down. They'll immediately call timeout. And here comes the field goal unit. Field goal is good. And the first points of the day come on that field goal.
I'll tell you, this is not an easy place to play on the road, especially at nighttime. This crowd, they get loud. That's the way it's been so far, but they have a nice drive to open it up. They're able to execute, to put themselves in field goal range, knock it through the uprights. They did exactly what they needed to do, taking a 3-0 lead here early on the road. That's impressive.
Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. Offense working from the pistol. Give to the single back. He found a hole, got about 5. He's down up to 21. BYU right back to the line. Leaves it with the running back. And excellent vision to find running room there and make a really good pickup before the defense put a stop to it.
This running back loves running into the teeth of the defense. In between the tackles, he keeps a low pad level, and he's got some speed.
Dropping back, it's Retzlaff. Bought a little time, lets it go. He's got the tight end. And they'll finally get him down after a terrific pickup. BYU coming to the line with 1st and 10. Wide out in motion. Little touch pass to the receiver. Able to scrounge 3 yards out of that one somehow. It's 2nd and 7. Win with the running game on 1st down, now back at it. From the gun, he leaves it with the back. And a decent gain there before the defense makes the stop. Let's see what they do here on 3rd and short from the 41. Trying to pick it up on the ground. Didn't get much, picked up a yard, and that will leave them with 4th and 2.
The big defensive tackles in the middle, they're not always the best pass rushers, but they are strong, and I say country strong. They put their hands on you, you feel it. They lock people out on the line of scrimmage. They create separation. They wrap running backs up, and usually they don't get out of the midst of those big boys.
That's the end of the first quarter. With the score, Kansas State 3, BYU 0.
Looks as if BYU will have to punt it away. First punt of the day, and he'd love to lock them up close to their goal line. Snap to the up man, it's a fake. And no guts, no glory. They pick up the 1st down.
How about that? I mean, you kind of get in this territory when you cross midfield, and you're kind of like, all right, it's going to go for it range or field goal range almost, but the punt unit comes out, you think you're going to pin them deep. Nope. They go for it, get the fake, get the 1st down.
All the way down at the 33-yard line, it's 1st and 10. Quick timeout call by the offense after the play.
Timeout, BYU.
From the 33, it's 1st and 10. The give from the gun. They get him stopped after a pickup of 5 to the 28. It can get pretty wild in the Big 12. Some of these outposts are like snake pits when you have to go on the road. Got to get off to a quick start in conference play.
It is always wacky, Reese. Like, there's always something that happens in the Big 12, and somebody comes out of nowhere in the Big 12 every single year. So starting in conference play, Palmer, these games start to really matter, really add up, and the pressure amplifies.
It's so true, too. When you think about the Big 12 conference, it just seems like teams get caught sleepwalking. So you've got to start fast. And the challenge, I think, for these coaching staffs, these two teams, every week they've got to have their team ready to go, and it starts today.
Quarterback checking the play. Softened him up with a run, and now to throw. They get enough rush, and it pays off. The sack at the 20.
Well, the offense trying to stay aggressive, right? You just came up with a huge play, and right away you go back to another pass, but you got to do a better job protecting your quarterback. Can't give up a sack there.
Fast motion from the offense. Leaves it with the back. They make the stop, but not before he takes a chunk out of what they need to move the sticks. Not a lot of ground to cover and not much to defend. A big 3rd down in the red zone. They'll run it out of the shotgun. And there were some collisions in there, and the D finally stops him short of the marker.
Man, that's a really good job by the defense, because when you get in that 3rd and medium area, listen, you got to be worried about the run and the pass. Did a good job playing both, got it stopped, now forcing a 4th down.
All tied up, just about set to kick it away. And there will be no return on this one as the ball bounds into the end zone. K-State has the ball back, and the Power Cat offense returns to the field. Had to settle for the chip shot field goal last time, Jesse. They'd love for this one to pay off bigger.
Yeah, it just comes down to execution, too. Did a nice job out in the field, stalled a little bit once they got down to the goal line, so they just need to be a little bit more crisp here, Joe.
Yeah, and listen, I think the first part was the most important part. You got to put the drive together first to get down there. Now, when we get down there, focus on execution and getting 6 points.
After the incompletion, it's 2nd and 10 from their own 25. Defense looks like they're about to bring the house. Johnson wants to throw it. He's going to let one fly down the middle. And he's got it inside the 30-yard line. And he eluded the defense, and he'll take it all the way. Touchdown, Wildcats!
Number 82.
You know, oftentimes in college football, the best offenses are the ones that can create explosive plays, just like you saw right there. They're top 10 in the nation in points per game because they don't have to drive the field. They've got dudes scattered all over this offense that can take it the distance on any given play.
Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
All right, guys, want to update you on a game that went final moments ago. Florida State took care of business and left little doubt in doing so. Kind of felt like how that 2013 Seminoles team led by Jameis Winston, Devontae Freeman, and Kelvin Benjamin would just steamroll teams. It's one game. You don't want to react too much either way, but I think both teams will leave this one with some things to work on moving forward.
Kevin, thanks a lot for that one. Sounds as if they had a good one there. Just gets rid of it before the heat. Just couldn't find an open man. He'll get rid of it, and it'll be 2nd down.
Man, I don't know if you want that guy outside the pocket very often because he's so fast and he can do some damage, but they did a nice job containing him. Once he left the pocket, they were ready for it, came to him, he tried to throw the football. Nice hit on the quarterback as he's throwing to force a bad pass.
BYU lines up quickly. Quarterback touch pass on the jet sweep. He will step out of bounds, but not before the big pickup and a 1st down for this offense. And the Cougars come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Some early movement along the offensive line, and they'll walk it back. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. After the setback, the offense gets set for a 1st and 15. To the air, it's Retzlaff. He's right on target. Turns it on in midfield. Good pickup there as he gets the 1st down. They'll mark him at the 48. The Cougars look to keep this drive humming.
The defense needs to have a plan for this guy. They weren't ready for that one. Drag route running all the way across the field, and the DB just can't stay with him because of his speed, and as a result, they give up a big one.
Yeah, and the running back didn't get much here, but, you know, you clearly want to always establish the tempo, run the football, be consistent, make that defense physically meet the challenge.
On 2nd down, he'll let it fly. It's complete to the right. He's run out of bounds, but a big play on that one, and it'll be a 1st down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs.
I love the QB here. He holds it, he holds it, he holds it just long enough to let the receiver run the drag route, and then he puts it out in front of him so he can catch it on the run in stride and then turn upfield to use his speed.
We reached the 2-minute warning, and we have ourselves a ball game, and they have a chance to take the lead here before the half. Offense gets set for 2nd down. They'll leave it with him. Stop is made at the 22. A 10-yard pickup and a 1st down just outside the red zone. They'll ride Davis here. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple. They'll try to kick it into overdrive. Clock's running. Second down coming. They'll ride the running back and leave it with him. Nice, solid form tackle from this sophomore. Quite a bit of work to do on third down from the 23, and this D would love to force a field goal try. Looking downfield, it's Retzlaff. They've got the screen set up. They play that screen nicely. He tried to find his way to the marker, but it'll be fourth down. They allowed the completion, but this defense was swarming to keep them away from that first down line.
Yeah, and you allow completions in those third down situations underneath the sticks, and you come up and rally, and everybody flies to the football. That's great execution by this defense.
The defense calls the timeout. They're second of the day as they try to get their act together.
Kansas State.
And they'll send the field goal team back out for the second time tonight. Just drives it between the uprights. So they get the field goal, now about to kick it away, and you got to stop here, and you go to halftime feeling really good about things. From inside his own 10, he'll try to help out their field position. He's able to work his way on the return up to the 23 before he steps out of bounds. And here comes the Kansas State offense back onto the field. Jesse, a very productive drive last time, wound up with a touchdown.
Yeah, mixing and matching play calling really well. Nice balance on that last one, Dave. We'll see what they can do here in this next drive.
Yeah, and I don't expect anything different. When you put together a drive like that, I would do more of the same. Keep the pace, keep it going.
And this set of downs gets started from the 33, first and 10. The DBs will back off a bit. Trying to find his man on first down. Going to try to get it himself. And it'll be a short game, but no need to take a big hit there on the scramble.
And that's a really good job by this defense, because remember, when the quarterback runs, now you got an extra blocker, because he's not just handing it off and standing there, and they still did a good job at the point of attack, kind of strung it along and made him run out of bounds.
Trying to beat the D deep. Throw to the sideline, and it's complete, and they've got a big play.
It's a beautiful pass and catch. I love the job the quarterback does manipulating the defense with his eyes. He froze that safety, and that allowed his receiver more room to work his route.
Time dwindling away as they try to put points on the board right before the half. He's going to pass. He'll take another shot here. And the pass hits, picked off. And he's wrapped up after a solid return on the pick.
That's why as quarterbacks you cannot telegraph the pass. You cannot stare down your receivers because these defenders, they're watching it. And that defender knew exactly where the QB was going with that football, and that's why he picked it off.
Just enough time to get off one final play of the half. Quarterback changing the plays at the line. Wants to throw on first down. He finds his man. And he make the stop, and that is the end of the first half. That's going to wrap up the first half here, and now we join Kevin with the halftime update.
Kansas State 10, BYU 6.
Kansas State will kick off as we get things started here in the third quarter. Bounces through the end zone. It's a touchback. They'll bring it out to the 25. BYU offense headed back out to go on the attack. They start this third quarter one-possession game and hoping to get an early drive going.
This offense is ready, and they're ready to take the field here and see if they can get something established. They don't have to change everything and reinvent the wheel. They've had some successes in the first half, so let's get that continued here on the opening drive.
Yeah, and I love getting that break at half to go talk with my coaches and pick my offensive coordinator's brain so I know exactly what I need to do to attack this defense, and I get ball first.
BYU right back to the line. Wide receiver now comes in motion. The give to Davis. And he's got enough for the first down. It'll be at the 35.
Well, the offense knew what they needed to get that first down, so they dial up the running play, and they get just enough to keep the drive alive.
BYU with the 1st and 10. Catch in the middle. It's Roberts. And they finally haul him down, but not before the good catch and run. They'll line up right at the 48-yard line on 1st and 10. Looking to move it through the air. He's got his man. Didn't pick up a lot there, moved it forward just a few. They'll go with the 5 wide out set on 2nd and 7. Dropping back, it's Retzlaff. Using the quick game. And he'll step across the sidelines after making a good gain on that one.
And man coverage, when they get up in your face, they make things hard. You want to be able to attack the whole field and get them leaning one direction and then break outside like you did there. Nice out route connection, nice chemistry between quarterback and wide receiver.
A quick completion to the left, looking for the first down. Moving deeper into enemy territory. Move the chains. It's first down at the 27.
Well, look, that wasn't a touchdown, but that was a massive play for this offense. They needed some momentum. They needed to find a rhythm. What better way than converting on 3rd down? Awesome job by the quarterback getting points progression.
And after the incompletion on 1st down, this offense looking at 2nd down. Give to the running back. Tough run in this part of the field. He's got 4 down to the 23. From here, it would just be a 30-yard field goal try. Let's see how aggressive they're going to be to try to pick up that first down. They'll put the tight end in motion. Running back searching for a hole. He got a bunch and looked close to getting a lot more, but he's got the first down. BYU trying to make this red zone trip pay off. Looking to go up top on 1st down. Zings it complete to the right. Touchdown, Cougar! And with that one, they jump on top here in the 2nd half. There have been miniseries, novels, movies, long-form plays that have been over in shorter period of time than that drive. That was a marathon.
And that's just so frustrating when you're a defensive guy, time and time again, trying to get the stops, and they just keep making the plays, and they punch it in for a touchdown, demoralizing.
And they did tack on the extra point. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. The kickoff team out there to boot it away and 15 yards farther up the field after the roughing the kicker penalty. He wisely lets that one bounce through the back of the end zone, and they'll take over at the 25. Here comes the offense on 1st down. The give to the single back. That's the kind of play that can really get you going as they get it out to the 36.
I love when players understand situations and they understand where the first down marker is and they understand where I got to get to. A lot of people you'll see run north-south and try to bounce out wide and make big plays. Sometimes it's not about making big plays. Sometimes it's about...
He tries to take the top off. And this is dropped. Oh, my goodness. It was just too easy, and he didn't look it in.
Man, this QB is so dangerous. He can get outside the pocket, and right here you can tell he gets outside the pocket. Now I got to make some decisions, man. Do I want to go chase this guy? Do I play coverage? And that's why these mobile quarterbacks can really put you in a predicament. The defense won this battle, but that guy is so hard to corral.
They all Almost got a first down there. Stopped a yard short. It'll be third down.
Well, and on these little push passes, timing is so important. You're trying to snap it right as he's getting a full head of steam. When he gets the ball, he's hitting the outside, and David, it puts the defense in such a difficult spot.
You immediately have to be rotating when you see that motion, so everybody's got to communicate and kind of bump over. That's why offenses love to run it. It makes the defense communicate and see if you can just get him out of the spot.
They were all over him. Nowhere to go as that third. Turned into a disaster.
And as an offense, you've got an unconventional call. You're trying to get your receiver the ball using pre-snap motion, but you've got to do a better job up front blocking. Couldn't get it done, and now it sets up fourth down.
They're a couple of yards short of the first down, but the offense will stay out there on fourth down. Makes the grab, and he's got the first. He is tackled, but it'll be a fresh set of downs. Sometimes we don't give enough credit to a receiver knowing exactly where he needs to be on the field, and they pick up the first down there.
Yeah, and you got to give the receiver credit, obviously knowing where that is, but the defender needs to know where it is too. Where is he trying to get? That ball's going to come out quick. He didn't really understand where the sticks were, and because of that, he gives up the first down. Need to just be a little bit more aware as a defensive guy.
Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. They'll try the run. A solid pickup there before the defense is able to make the stop.
Well, that didn't bust for a long one, but now third down becomes very manageable. It's not third in eternity. Now the whole playbook, short passing game, long passing game, all of it's available.
They'll run for it on 3rd and short. He's out of bounds, but not before picking up enough for the first down.
Well, this defense is on its heels right now, especially trying to stop the run. They're just not being physical enough. They give up another run right there for a first down. Someone's going to have to step up and make a play.
Right back to the well. Makes the tackle at the 31. It's a pickup of 5 on the play.
It's going to be important this offensive line is able to get a little bit of push. You just got to give this guy an inch, a little crease, and he can make yards for it.
Going to the ground. They'll get him on the ground after a pickup of 3 to the 28. Third and short from the 28. Let's see if this is 4-down territory or if they just pick up the first here. They'll stick to the ground looking for the marker. The Wildcats get it past the sticks.
All right, nothing flashy there. He just did what it took to get the first down.
All the way down to the 25-yard line. It's 1st and 10. Touch pass on the jet sweep. Tackled after picking up the first down.
That's the end of the third quarter. With the score, BYU 13, Kansas State 10.
And the Wildcats come to the line with a new set of downs. Gonna run it. It's Edwards. Got some room, headed to the goal line. Touchdown, Kansas State. They move on top here in the 4th.
Number 3.
And this offense really showing their physicality, running the football when it matters, in the 4th quarter, in crunch time, to take the lead in this football game.
And the extra point is good, and every point counts. It's now a 4-point lead in the fourth. Lining up to cover the kick after that touchdown drive. 13. It bounds through the back of the end zone. It'll be a touchback. BYU has it back. The Cougars ready to get into that playbook. Now they need to put something together to answer that last score.
There's a lot of pressure, too, on this offense to have to execute at a high level. They've got to score points, David, but they can't go too fast because their defense right now is tired.
And I think that's the difficulty being a play call. Like, I have to balance all of those things. My defense is a little bit tired. I can't put it on the field, but I got to be aggressive because this is a back-and-forth type game, so a lot to process and think about.
He stopped after getting a yard out to the 30. Ball sitting right at the 30. It'll be 3rd and short. Quarterback reacting to what the D is showing. To the air, it's Retzlaff. They're bringing heat. He makes the connection. And he'll be marked down, but he's got enough to move the chains. BYU lines up quickly.
Wow, and what a great job by that quarterback finding his open receiver on 3rd down. You know, guys, one of the most telling stats at the end of the game is 3rd down conversion percentage. If you're a great 3rd down team, it's invaluable to your offensive success, and that's why teams drill 3rd down so much in practice.
BYU has this offense clicking. They'll throw it on 1st down. Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be 2nd down.
Man, it's nice to have a quarterback that can do this. Last week he was unbelievable. This week, even better. This dude is absolutely on fire, in the zone, feeling it, using the whole field, doing whatever he wants, when he wants, how he wants.
At the 40, there he goes. He's run out of bounds, but not before. Turning in a big pickup and moving the sticks for a 1st down.
Man, that's excellent blocking there on the left side of the line. They were able to get great push, get off the line, create a little bit of crease for that running back.
They just created a wall. He had all kinds of room to run.
I'm going to go back to that one and call that one again. It worked so well.
He almost punched it in for 6. They'll get him down at the 1-yard line. Barrels ahead. And this was just a low man wins battle right on the doorstep of the goal line, and the defense comes up with the stop.
You got to have that defense you know you can go to in running situations. Your base defense where you say, okay, this is where I'm going to start, and I'm going to stop the run, stuff it up front. My guys play big.
Touchdown, BYU! And they've moved out front here in the 4th.
Man, how about this quarterback right away seeing, I got to get rid of the football. There's a lot of guys near the line of scrimmage. He spits it out, and I let my receiver do the rest. Let my playmaker make me look really good, really nice pitch and catch, and guess what? You got the lead now in the 4th quarter.
This one's big to make sure they can't beat you with a field goal. And it's good, and he's got the lead up to 3 late. We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
A bit of an under-the-radar game this week, guys, but take a look at this. UConn has the lead right now. Husky hysteria has been palpable all week across the state, but this game is hardly over. There is time left on that clock. They're up by 7 over Florida Atlantic. Your boy KC has you covered here in studio, guys, in case anything changes in this one.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. Wide receiver shows motion. One man in the backfield, and he gets it. Knocked down after picking up 5 out to the 24.
All right, great little rough.
24.
Wasn't phenomenal. He didn't get a first down, but what does it do? Now it makes second down easier. The play caller looking at his sheet going, all right, I can throw it, I can run it, still in a great position. Way to stay ahead of the chains.
Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. Defense playing a bail technique. They believe they can run right here. He steps out of bounds, but it will be enough for a first down.
And I don't care if I get it by 2, by 20, by 30, by 40. I just want to get the first down, understanding the situation, understanding where the sticks are. Doesn't have to be sexy, but I got to make sure I get to that stick, get to the first down mark.
They'll snap this one from the 30 on 1st and 10. Quick touch pass to the receiver. Crosses the 45. Oh, look out, there he goes. The 10. Touchdown, Wildcats! And with that, they move out front here in the 4th.
I think one of the most underrated things we talk about with a QB is timing. Being able to get the ball out of his hands to his receiver where he can continue to catch the football and run with it. Nice pitch, nice catch, nice play in the 4th quarter when you needed it for this team to take the lead.
PAT unit on the field. And the extra point is good, and every point counts. It's now a 4-point lead in the 4th.
That makes the score Kansas State 24, BYU 20.
Almost ready to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. The ball squirts through the end zone. That'll be a touchback. They'll bring it out to the 25. The BYU offense headed back out to go on the attack. If you like old-fashioned, grind-it-up, run-over-'em football, that last touchdown drive was for you, Jesse.
That was impressive, man. Great blocking up front and tough physical running by these ball carriers.
And now you wonder how the defense responds. Like, are they going to get way more aggressive to try to stop the run? I got to do something to break the rhythm of that running game.
The offense set for a first down play. Might as well give it to him again. And he finds some solid space, makes a nice game before the defense is able to stop him. BYU right back to the line. Scanning the field, it's Retzlaff. Finds his big tight end. Tackle is made after the first down. The upset's been bubbling all day. Now at a full-fledged boil, guys. See if they can finish it off.
Can the underdog hold on? That's the big question right now. They've done so many positive things in this game, David, to put themselves in position to win, but this is the critical moment where your execution has got to be at its best.
And sometimes you start thinking now, and you start letting that clock tick, and you stop kind of playing carefree. Keep doing what you've done all day long to build the lead, finish this thing out, pull off the big upset.
The Cougars will line it up on 1st and 10. Wide receiver coming across in motion. Touch pass on the run. And a nice solid pickup there before the defense wrestles him to the ground. The hurry up now, 2nd down, clock ticking. He's looking to throw. He's got his man. Tremendous awareness to get what he could and get out of bounds. And now the offense trying to score one late. Receiver on the move gets the touch pass. Solid fundamentals on that tackle from this freshman. BYU now into the red zone. The receivers telling the quarterback what they see. Looking to throw on 2nd down. Pocket starts to collapse. He is brought down, but man, what a job to find some running room and move the chains. He wants to throw. It's complete. They'll get him stopped just short of the end zone, but they're in business here with a first down. They'll hurry to the line with the clock still running. They're going to run it. Touchdown, BYU! And in the final moments, they've taken the lead.
Really good execution by this offense. Late in the game, under a minute, score to take the lead. It's what you draw up. It's what you dream about. But now, my defense has to go on the field and give me one more stop.
And he added the extra point. About to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. That ball scoots through the back of the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. K-State has the ball back, and the Power Cat offense returns to the field. After standing on the sideline and watching that long touchdown drive, they really need to put something together to give their defense a rest.
And that's a real thing, man. Like, you played a lot of plays, you get worn out. You need a chance to go decompress on the sideline, get some oxygen. Palmer, now it's on this offense.
Yeah, this is the definition of complementary football because it's a two-pronged problem. You've got to score points and answer, but you've also got to take your time and give your defense an opportunity to get their win.
That big play is just what they needed. Now they have it 1st and 10 just outside the 40. He's looking to throw it. Coming after it. And the pressure will get there. The sack. Down he goes in the waning moments. That could be a costly play. Not sure exactly what led to that, whether the protection wasn't right or the quarterback just didn't see it, but the result was a negative play and a sack.
But one thing I do know is that quarterback had no chance to get that ball downfield. That pocket was breaking down, and it was breaking down quickly. There were just too many bodies in that backfield for the QB to make anything happen.
And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf.
And no mystery here, 3rd in California late in the game. Defense knows they're going to throw it, so they're going to have a lot of guys back in zone coverage. And these guys up front are going to be pinning their ears back. Quarterback better have the clock going off in his head.
On 3rd and long, hoping to throw beyond the sticks. Catch in the middle, it's Giddens. Oh, look out, the ball's free. Defense just cradling that fumble and securing it. And he's brought down, and this defense gets the ball back for its own.
That's a huge blow, man. You got a chance to go take the lead and put yourself in a position you know you can win the ball game. And now, instead of that, you turn the football over. Now you're trailing. The defense is going to have to do something special for you.
Their work here is virtually done. No need to take any more chances. They'll line up in victory formation. The quarterback takes a knee. It came down to the final quarter. Clutch plays, guys delivered, and they get a close win.
Yeah, Reese, big-time players make big plays in big games, and that's what happened in this circumstance. As a coaching staff, David, you love this. You know that you have confidence in your guys to go out and be able to execute when it matters the most.
Correct, and you don't know until the games, right? You don't know when those moments present themselves. How are they going to handle it? Great job handling a close game, executing down the stretch like they needed to.
That's going to do it for us. For Jesse Palmer, David Pollack, our entire broadcast team, I'm Reese.